and Kim Kardashian West. We're going to go over here and Kelly's here. Good morning. Hello, Kim Kardashian West.
Hello, Ryan Seacrest.
I'm well. Good to see you. It is Monday, August 28th, 2017. Kim Kardashian West filling in for Kelly Ripa. It's so cute. We walked out and she said, "Well, where do I sit?" I said, "Right there." And
Kelly's seat.
you're
nervous?
You're the queen bee today.
Oh, thank you.
We were Kim and I were just discussing as we turned the corner the first time we actually ever met. And I remember it vividly.
So clear. Yeah.
So I was having dinner at this restaurant in Los Angeles called Koi.
Which is so good, by the way.
Yes, I've been there in a long time, but I love their...
We should go back.
We should go back and have that crunchy tuna.
Yeah, spicy tuna.
Spicy tuna with the crunchy rice.
Yeah.
So Randy Jackson, who was a judge on American Idol, we had worked together for a couple seasons, and he and I were having dinner. And he says to me...
This was 2006, by the way.
Yeah, 06. He says, "Yo, yo, yo. Kardashians are over there. They're going to be hot, man. They're going to be hot, yo. They're going to be something." This is what he says to me. I said, "Well, let's go meet him on the way out." So we get up. We were walking out, and I remember you and
It was me and Courtney. Yeah, and we were having dinner with our friends, like a long, big table. And, I mean, we had, like, no TV show career aspirations or anything. It was just we were having a fun dinner out with our friends. And Randy says to us, with Ryan, "Man, you got to work with Ryan. Like, you guys, you got to do something. You have to do, like, you and Courtney, you have to do something." And we had no idea what he was even talking about. And we're like, okay, we met Ryan, and then something happened.
Something happened.
Yeah.
Well, yo, Randy, thank you. Yo, Randy, thank you.
I don't think Randy gets credit.
No, Randy needs to get credit for that.
Yeah.
And then a little while later, your mom and I had a meeting, and after that, we shot something at your house at a barbecue.
Yeah, I think you guys just said bring a camera. We're having every Sunday we have family barbecues, and we said we're just going to bring a camera and show the craziness. And since we filmed this 10-year anniversary special that airs in September, I have seen some of the footage and the sizzle reel of what we showed to E, and I'm mortified.
Well,
it's so embarrassing.
It's so funny because it's talking about your career, and you've got to be here and traveling there, and all of the girls are in this kitchen, which is a much smaller kitchen than the kitchen that the girls have now. And I remember after that shoot on a Sunday, Elliot, who works for me, Elliot, who was there, he called me and he said, "You aren't going to believe this tape." I said, "Come on, how crazy can it be?"
Yeah.
Well,
I think there was even like the little waiter guy ended up, probably when the cameras were off, ended up naked in the pool.
Yeah, everyone
it got really crazy. I remember.
Everyone was thrown
Just a
in the
typical
pool.
Sunday, you know, at our house.
It all worked out. Congratulations.
Thank you.
10 years of keeping up with Kardashian. So we'll talk later to Kim and find out what's happening in her world. But what's going on this summer for you?
You know, this summer I feel like all my family members are on vacation, and I am home just working. I actually said to everyone, like, I appreciate the summer vacay and all, but we gotta get back to work. I can't, like, film by myself. So I'm trying to wrangle my mom and Courtney and anyone.
You have to understand, I know Chris is Mama Bear, but Kim is also Mama Bear. I mean, anything that ever happens in the family, anything that there's an up, there's a down, she is the diplomat in all situations, and usually the peacemaker.
I try to be.
But don't you find
I try to be the peacemaker.
But they all come to you.
Yeah.
All sides come to you no matter what.
Yeah, Kendall said to me recently, okay, like, I get it. Like, now I need to come to you for more advice. We had like a real heart-to-heart about stuff, and I like that role, you know?
What about, so North and Saint, how are they in terms of their dynamic versus the way you girls were growing up? I know it's
so different.
Different genders,
so
but
different.
how different?
I mean, I don't know if it's because she's the older sister and I don't know what it is. I thought it was a phase. She does not like her brother. It's so hard for me. And I thought it was like, okay, a couple months, like, you know, she's just warming up to it. She gets so jealous, you know, when I would breastfeed and all that kind of stuff. And now the phase isn't going away. Like, it's just but her thing is, she thinks she's outsmarting me. She's like, we're having a tea party, Mom. No boys allowed. Dad can't come too then. And, like, no boys. And she'll just slam the door on her brother's face.
Aww.
And he'll just start crying. And it's so, like, when they both are standing there, he likes to imitate her now. So if she's crying, then he'll just start fake crying. And I'm like,
mimicking?
One of you. Like, I can't pick up both of you, you know, and figure it all out.
I'm sure people will give you advice at the end of the show. There's plenty of people who are in that situation right here in the audience. Do you and Kanye ever sleep in separate beds?
No. No, I mean, every blue moon when our daughter keeps coming into our room, or I'm putting her to bed and I'm reading her a book, I'll fall asleep. Or every once in a while, he'll fall asleep, you know, reading a book to her. But I'll go in there and be like, okay, come back, you know. Or sometimes he'll get me in her room if we've just, like, passed out together, but not intentionally.
Not intentionally. I find couples
not like Courtney and Scott used to, like, intentionally, two separate full rooms.
Do tell.
I don't know what they do now.
Some say there are relationship benefits to sleeping in separate beds. Now, this is an actual study and a survey.
When you're older.
Maybe, I have to tell you.
When you're like 80.
Yeah, but in a practical sense, it's not the worst thing. For example, if somebody's sick, they should be in another bed.
Yeah, I get it.
Every now and then, like if Kanye travels or you travel, don't you enjoy being able to spread out in the bed?
Yeah, well, my bed is a really big bed that it's almost too big.
Shocking.
No. That, like, my daughter every night come in the bed, and I like this side, and Kanye likes this side, and we have our, you know, we cuddle, we watch our shows before we fall asleep, and then, you know, we have our space.
Well, the study says that couples will wake up happier if they sleep in separate beds. Not all the time, but on a semi-routine basis. It will ditch the pressure of sex. Gelman?
Never been pressured.
The pressure.
I thought that was your handwriting. You're blushing. You'll look and feel sexier, and you'll actually appreciate a relationship more. I mean, I think it could go either.
I want to sleep in bed with my spouse. Like, I do.
Until you're
80. Yeah. Okay, so I'm hearing this is a thing, and I feel like you will love it.
Okay. I'm ready to love it.
Have you heard of male cleavage?
I mean, I don't have it yet.
It's just when you wear, like, a really low shirt or top. You do have it. There you go.
Yeah. I want to thank Eric Dane for letting me borrow his actual photo to put my head on top of.
No, I heard it's really a thing.
Well,
like,
how does it?
It's just you wear instead of, like, buttoning up your shirt, you can have it, you know, more open for a guy. I mean,
I think Simon Cowell used to do that all the time.
Yes.
Yes. His cleavage looked a little different than that shot there. If you have that kind of chest, then you button it down to here, or you have the low.
Or like vacation vibes, you know, you can wear like an open shirt or something lower. I'm not mad at it.
Does Kanye do it?
He has. Like, I remember us going to a fashion show, and I wore a really low top, and he had his shirt unbuttoned, and they were like, who had the lower cleavage?
It was an international poll. Have you ever been? I remember when I was growing up, I grew up in Atlanta, and we would take road trips all the time. Atlanta or road trips, whichever. You're a fan. And we would see these big signs on the interstate for Cracker Barrel. Mm-hmm. And Cracker Barrel was this place you'd want to pull up. You love it, right? Yeah. You love it? The Sunrise Sampler, you're a fan? Yeah. So the big sign would be on the side of the road, and you'd pull over, and you'd realize that the sign is not near the Cracker Barrel. It's just a big sign to get you to get off the freeway. But there's an elderly couple that's traveled 5 million miles to hit every single Cracker Barrel in America except one.
Which one?
They've missed, I don't know which one they've missed, but they've hit 644 out of 645.
We should surprise them on a trip to that last one.
We should give them a trip to the final one so they can enjoy the Sunrise Sampler. I just think that, like, what a great relationship if they can take the time to go to all those Cracker Barrels.
Right?
What else?
I saw this story about this girl who is this, like, real-life Rapunzel.
Okay.
You know, when you see things online, you don't know if you really, really, really believe it. Is
what percentage of the things do you believe about yourself online?
100. If I lived that life, it would be very exciting. No, probably about 10. Yeah. But, so this girl here, I think there's a photo up there. She has this really long, curly hair. She hasn't cut her hair in almost 15 years.
It's incredible.
And, I mean, I'm having a hard time. I guess it's possible, but I want to know what she's eating or drinking to make that grow like
what's the process, though? I mean, you know about
this
getting
hair
ready.
right here, I always have to groom it, and when it was even longer, I swear you can't hardly go to the bathroom. Like, you sit on it. Like, you have to, like, move it around to get it to... It's crazy. At night, you have to, like, put it over a pillow. Like, this would be really, really hard to do.
How long would it take to dry that? Because that's the thing that all men think about.
And the hair comes out of the towel. Like, you'll put your hair up in the towel, and then even this hair is so long, it, like, comes all the way out of the towel. Long hair is so high maintenance.
Well, the thing men think about is, are you washing your hair before you go out tonight or not? And how long will it take to dry it? Because we don't want to be late.
Or curl it.
That would make you very late on a regular basis. And you think she should curl all of that, too?
I mean, it looks like it. But, I mean, it would be... This is the kind of person I would die to... Oh, sorry. I would die to give a makeover to. Like, on a show, like, have her on the show, cut her hair, like, cute little bob cut.
We have an idea.
Wherever you are. We want to give you a makeover. And then donate the hair.
Let's track her down, and Kim will do a makeover.
Yeah, let's try this out.
And then we can, like, cut the hair, donate it to, you know, cancer organizations.
Yeah, exactly. Love her
That would be really cool. Okay, this is something that's saying there are really sneaky ways that make you eat more when you're not hungry. Little tips, and I'm so guilty of one of these. It says that if you have food out on the counter, it'll just get you to snack. So I always have, like, fresh muffins, and it's like all the fun stuff I like to do on the weekends with the kids. And then they're not the ones eating it, I am.
Right.
So it's...
I find that my friends who have kids, they go to dinner or cook dinner, or when they're traveling or at a restaurant, they kind of suggest what they want their kid to order so that they can eat off of their plate. And
Mac
it doesn't really
cheese all day long. Yeah.
What is your... So, Kim, what's your craving cheap food? What do you dream about?
I dream about, honestly, lately, is the Mr. Softies here in New York at the trucks. And I get a swirl cone dipped in chocolate with rainbow sprinkles. That's heavenly to me.
I close my eyes and just dream of cookie dough that's raw. That's all I want. Just from the grocery store.
Yes.
We got a great show for you today. Eric Dane, you've seen his cleavage. He will be here.
Kelly Pickler will be here. I'm so excited to see her.
And we're going to give you some tips for having some extreme fun over Labor Day weekend. So that's on the way. Grab your confetti. It's time for Summer Seas Travel Trivia. That is Jackie McLaughlin from Freehold, New Jersey. Hey, Jackie, how are you?
Hi, Ryan. Hi, Kim.
Dancing without the music. I love it.
Thanks.
Let's say hi to Maureen Johnson from Waxhaw, North Carolina. Maureen. Thank you.
Hi.
Hi. Say hi to Kim Kardashian West.
Hi, Maureen.
Hi, Kim. Oh, my gosh, I'm such a fan.
Oh, thanks.
I'm Ryan.
Well, thank you for watching us. What are you up to?
Actually, my daughter and I are in Orlando right now.
Well, she's not home. You're in Orlando, Florida.
Yeah, we're actually in Orlando for a few days, checking out some of the Disney parks.
That's great. We're going to spin the wheel and see what you're playing for. Kim, big spin. St. James's Club, Morgan Bay.
Lucia for 7 days, 6 nights in a 1-bedroom ocean view suite, and this trip is all-inclusive. It is provided in part by Hotels.com and a value of $8,300. And you have 20 seconds and only one guess.
Here you go. Good luck. We've had Charlize Theron on the show. What country did we say Charlize is from?
South Africa.
That's right.
Congratulations. You and a guest will enjoy 7 days and 6 nights at the St. James's Club, Morgan Bay. The St. James's Club, Morgan Bay is set amid 25 acres of colorful hillside gardens on the northern coast of St. Lucia. This all-inclusive beachfront resort offers stunning ocean and garden views, nightly entertainment, 4 restaurants, and a host of land and water activities, including 4 freshwater pools, tennis, sailing, kayaking, and more. Your prize is valued at approximately $8,300.
Congratulations, Maureen. Now you can help a lucky member of our studio audience receive a $500 gift certificate from Bed Bath & Beyond. Everybody loves some new towels. Just pick a number between 1 and 215.
My favorite number, 8.
8. Who's 8? Congratulations. Coming up next, Eric Dane. We're right back. Stay with us.
Still ahead on Live, we'll have some extreme summer fun with Tom Nardone. Also, Kelly Pickler is here. And coming up next...
How you been, man? Good to see you.
Have you guys ever met before?
I don't think so.
No? First time?
Yeah.
Well, Eric, so you grew up in San Francisco, didn't you?
I did.
And did you have aspirations of acting in San Francisco?
Never. I was a water polo player, and my season ended short, and I knew the girl who marked in the attendance
Yeah.
at the drama class. And so I figured I would just go home at lunch every day, and I wouldn't have to go to drama because she would just mark me there. But I got roped into doing a play.
Okay.
All My Sons. I played Joe Keller. I had a blast. I fell in love with it, and I moved to Los Angeles.
And what was your first gig when you got to L.A.?
Saved by the Bell.
We heard that actually didn't really go as planned.
Yeah, I played Tad, the evil volleyball player. I didn't like the take, and so I yelled, "Cut! Cut! We got to do this again. Can I get another one?" And the director, who I swear to God had an ascot on, came over, put down the thing, and chewed me out and said, "Nobody on this set yells cut except for me."
Ooh.
Yeah.
Was Screech directing that day?
No. And I was like, "Relax, buddy. I wanted to go again. That's it. Let's do this again."
Well,
yeah, so that was the last time I did Saved by the Bell.
yeah, well, it worked out because you did 6 seasons of Grey's Anatomy, and McSteamy was how people nicknamed you from that big scene.
Yes.
How'd that go? The first couple of times people were calling you McSteamy. Did you like that?
I mean, it never did anything bad for me. I was okay with it, and I've been called worse, so...
Is it true that you scrubbed into an actual real surgery?
I did. I have a friend who's a plastic surgeon, and I didn't see how that would inform my character because most of the time I was just talking about relationships, but I was curious. So he was operating on somebody I knew, and I scrubbed in, and I was in the room, and he said, "Well, you're scrubbed in, you might as well come up to the table." So I went up to the table, and he flips the guy's nose back and starts banging away at it, and I was kind of like, "Whoa, stop." He thought I was going to throw up. We walked back from the table, and I lined it up, and I said, "You're good. Don't touch a thing." And he looked at me like, I thought he was going to, he looked at me, he was like, "We're good? We're good? No more?" I said, "No more. You're done. It's a perfect nose." And he stitched him up, and we were out of there.
So you do know what you're doing. It's not just about relationships.
Well, I know what straight is.
Yeah. Did you guys go on a vacation recently? A little adventure?
We did. We went to Playa del Carmen, right outside Tulum in Mexico. It was beautiful.
Anything fun happen there?
I did a little flip into a cenote.
Okay, so explain what, I don't know what that is.
Okay, so a cenote is, I believe it's an underwater water body or river. This one happened to be outside. But to get to it, you have to walk through a resort that was destroyed by a hurricane in like the 70s.
Wow.
And they didn't touch it. They just left it like that. So it's kind of a hike to get in. You're going through the jungle. And then you get to this body of water that's crystal clear. It doesn't even look like there's water because you can see the bottom just as if there was nothing in the way.
We have a boomerang of you jumping into the water. Take a look at the boomerang here. That's more than a jump. Let's create our everyone grab a confetti stick. Can we create our own boomerang? Okay, so all right, so we'll fire those off on 3.
Need one?
Right, yeah, thank you. Okay, stand up and then we'll fire them off on 3. Andrea, make sure you get this ready.
Wait, where's the boomerang? Which one?
It's going to be over
right
here.
There. Okay.
1, 2, 3. All right. And we'll be back with Eric Day talking about the last ship right after this. We'll see the boomerang. Eric Day in the last ship. So you play Tom Chandler.
I do.
And what threats are you up against now?
Well, you know, the virus has jumped back to the animal kingdom, and the world is sick. The crops are sick. It's famine that we're dealing with this season. And we find Tom Chandler in Greece in a self-imposed exile, which is where one would go if they exiled themselves. You go to the Mediterranean. And I've been off the ship for 16 months, and Tom Chandler has a way of finding trouble, and, you know, I get reunited with the crew somewhere along the way. Some other interesting things going on, and it's a lot of fun.
Yeah, we heard it's really demanding.
Very demanding.
Physically demanding.
Physically demanding. This is nuts with the guns and the explosions.
Close calls with the guns?
Oh, yeah. We have these firefights, and you have like 8 to 10 guys shooting against another 8 to 10 guys. And they're real guns, and they're blanks, but they're still kind of live rounds with the hot brass ejecting out of the side of the rifle. And, you know, if you're in the wrong spot, you get some hot brass to the face, and I've been in that position a few times.
Have you been burnt?
Oh, you haven't lived until you've been burnt by a shell from an M4.
Your character's in the Navy, obviously. Yeah. Has the Navy responded to the show?
The Navy loves the show.
Do they?
Yeah, we couldn't make this show. Yeah, we couldn't make this show without the Navy.
How are they? You show them the episodes, or are they on?
Well,
the
set? Scripts go to the Pentagon.
Do they?
Before they go to me. Wow. And because we want to make sure, you know, the Navy is giving us unprecedented access, giving us their resources and their time, obviously. We go down to San Diego all the time to shoot on the naval base because we need the actual destroyers to shoot on. And it's, you know, the Navy culture is something that I've grown to really kind of love. It's been a fun ride, but we couldn't make the show without them. And the support they've given has just been tremendous. Yeah.
Make sure you check it out. The Last Ship, Sundays, 9 p.m. on TNT. Eric Dane. Coming up next, Kelly Pickler's with us. We'll be right back.
Stay tuned for all of today's show.
Kelly Pickler. I've been good. How have you been?
Blessed. I can't complain.
Kim was just saying she remembers you vividly from American
remember
Idol.
You from American Idol.
Oh,
like,
thank
loved that
so
season.
You were originally
11 years, hasn't
North
it?
Carolina. Yeah, I remember
Yes.
we met you. You were from North Carolina, and now you're in Nashville.
Nashville, Tennessee.
I feel like that's where
It's like the happening spot right now. Everybody's getting a place there.
So who do
Everybody's
you
moving
know
to
that's
Nashville.
moved there?
Everybody, especially Idol people.
Who from
Everyone
Idol?
from Idol. I mean, Mandisa's there, Chris Daughtry's there, Bucky, everyone from our season.
Bucky Covington?
Yeah, everybody's in Nashville.
Carrie
It's
Underwood.
the happening. Carrie, yeah, Lauren
Are you
Elena,
gonna have to move?
Well,
Scotty. I mean,
Nashville?
It's funny you say
the
that.
Idols are taking over Tennessee, I guess.
My sister actually just moved there too. She just moved there a couple weeks
she
ago.
did?
So
Wow.
she's
Is
one
she
of the
loving
secrets.
it?
Yeah, she loves it. So we should be looking at real estate in Nashville.
Yeah.
So Kelly, when you were on American Idol, when you think back, what was the most difficult, challenging part of it for you? Because you seem to have fun all the time with your
I always have a good time.
attitude.
Your vibe attracts your tribe, right? I always have a good time, yeah.
I like that.
I don't know. I guess the most difficult thing is your whole life changes overnight.
Yeah.
It's like the moment your audition airs, it's like your life changes. I remember auditioning in 2005 for 2006 season, and I was still working at Sonic, roller skating burgers out. So I did my audition, and I went home, and I was still working, roller skating burgers out. People were driving from Ohio and all across the country to meet the American Idol contestant, and it was crazy. So,
and you also won Dancing with the Stars.
Yeah, last time you were here.
That's the last time I was here. It's been a while. So
that show is so hard.
That's a big trophy too, isn't it?
It's heavy. Yeah. I remember Tom was handing it, and he goes, "It's heavy. Be careful." And I'm like, "Okay." And it was. It was like.
So where do you have it? Do you have it?
It's at the Country Music Hall of Fame.
Oh, you gave it away?
Wow.
Yeah. So
gave it away.
the Country Music Hall of Fame. So I'm in good company.
Yeah.
And
You
Kelly,
have to come to Nashville. Yeah.
I think I would love it. Well, now that Ryan's sister lives there.
there. Meredith and Jimmy are there.
You would love it.
Kelly, you're in the midst of planning Christmas now. Can you
Pretty much.
tell me about why? Are you one of those people that plans Christmas in July? Is that your?
Well, I'm one of those annoying people.
You
Are you?
Absolutely. Like
Every year you're like, okay, I'm going to get my shopping done.
And all my shopping is done by October.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sometimes if I'm late, November, and then Christmas lights everything up really early, and
Because you have so much family, you have to start in May.
then everyone wants to copy each other's designs on what we do. So I like patented pretty much within the family my Christmas lights. Courtney copied them, full screaming match. We didn't speak for a week. It was a whole thing.
Why are you planning now?
Well, I'm getting ready to do a Christmas tour with Phil Vassar, which we're very, very excited about. So we hope to see y'all out on the road.
And
Yeah.
I saw her husband, Kyle. He's backstage.
Kyle is there.
Kyle.
He's here somewhere. I don't know where.
How many years
There you are, baby.
How many years now have you and Kyle been married?
We are coming up on how many years, baby? 7. Coming up on 7. January 1st. So we eloped and yeah.
That's an easy date to remember, though. It's January 1st.
Yeah.
Fireworks every year, every anniversary we get fireworks.
Now, you guys work together on the show.
We
I Love
do.
Kelly Pickler. Do you recommend that to other people? It seems to work out for you on the show.
Yeah, you know what? If you like each other, that's a good thing.
Yeah.
You know,
Absolutely.
so you enjoy each other's company.
I'm with
and
you on that.
We love, being business partners and companions and sharing a life together and being passionate about the same things, music and all of that. So.
Well, you must watch the show to see some of the candor, because sometimes what comes out right Kyle Kelly's mouth.
Yeah. You
never know.
Well,
You never
Kyle's
know.
from Minnesota. Yeah, my accent, that's my Minnesota accent.
I Love Kelly Pickler. It's on CMT, 11 p.m. Check it out. Thank you, Kelly. Nice to see you.
Next, Extreme Labor Day Weekend Fun.
Now, we know him as the Extreme Pumpkins guy, but now he's here to show us all how to have some extreme Labor Day weekend fun. Tom Nardone is here.
Thanks, guys. We're gonna make an extreme cookout. Now, the first thing I learned about cookouts is you gotta entertain the kids so the parents can relax.
Okay.
So I made some bubble mixture to make giant bubbles.
Now, the idea is people like to uber celebrate. It's a little something over the top is fun for Labor Day, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So you take your wands, you spread them wide, and you make giant bubbles.
Okay. Spread them wide.
Oh, nice one, Kim.
Tiny bubbles. Okay, Kim, you ready?
My kids would love this.
Yeah. So then the kids are busy in the yard, and it's time to make some food.
Okay, let's go eat.
Go over here.
Stuck with this.
Kim's gonna stay over here.
Yeah.
I'm into it.
We can send these home to the kids.
Okay.
All right, so let's go.
All right.
So we're starving now. The barbecue. Everybody's got a
We've
barbecue.
had a summer of these, right? Tiny dogs, wimpy hamburgers. Forget about
Boring.
it, right?
Oh.
We need something really good. Look at this bad boy. 4 pounds of beef, right? You can skewer it up and slice it into pieces for your friends.
Okay.
The bun is just a big
Or have it all to
roll of bread.
yourself.
Yeah, or eat it
Yeah.
yourself in a binge session. It's just a loaf of bread, round loaf of bread. There's only one secret to making that, and that is how to flip the burger without breaking it. I use heat-proof gloves. I use welding gloves, but I imagine most people have like a, oven mitt or something. And then it takes 2 pizza pans. One, I cook it on one pizza pan. The other pizza pan I put on top and do the flipperoo.
Nice. Very good.
Really cute.
Tom,
Yeah.
no wait, Tom, you kid, but we actually want to chow down on that after the show.
It's ready to go. Look at it. It's gorgeous.
And the hot dog?
I know you've been looking at my hot dog, everybody. So that's actually in the grocery store. You've walked by it a million times. Okay. Come on over and take a look.
See that?
So then you need a bun for this bad boy. Just a big loaf of bread. Wow. Maybe put some mustard on there, you know?
Yeah.
If you go real slow, you can make a big bead to make it look realistic. All right.
We can all have some fun with that later.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not going to comment on the hot dog. Just
Kids like a juice box? Your kids like juice boxes?
Yes.
Giant juice boxes. They have these nectars in the store. I don't know what they're for, but they look like giant juice boxes to me. Who wants one?
I'll take that.
All right.
Sure, thank you.
Yes. I would love it.
Oh, that's really good. So you don't have to do anything with this.
No.
This is your easiest trick.
Cheers.
I'm all about
Cheers.
easy tricks. Cheers.
All right.
Talk about getting something
Cheers
for
is
nothing.
really good.
Put the kids to work making the ice cream. This is called Kick the Bucket ice cream. You take your Ziploc bag like this, and I've got some ice cream mix in here. So we'll put it in
all the fun, North
What
and St.
flavor?
bag.
Yep.
You zip that up, throw it in a bucket.
What flavor is it?
That's not chocolate.
Okay.
There's only one flavor.
Oh, of course. Sorry.
Ice, salt. I said rock salt, but I just use regular salt.
How much?
Well, enough. Put the lid on there. Have the kid kick that around the yard for 10, 15 minutes. Just have him kick it.
Okay.
Through the magic of television, bags of ice cream.
Wow. That's
I would have that.
Open it
Amazing.
up. Okay.
Want to try some?
Sure.
That looks really good, actually.
Hold on. Any good ice cream eater has
And it's
food
soft
in it.
serve.
Yeah.
Right?
This is so good.
Okay. All right.
So then I'm used to carving pumpkins, as you know, but I made some watermelons for us here. You can serve it up in fun ways, but also
Dinosaur one.
I'm very impatient, and I've devised a way to slice watermelons instantly.
That does not look safe.
No,
Yeah,
it's
it's
not.
not. I'm
I
like-
call this the watermelon whacker.
wait.
Pick yours up. 1, 2, 3.
Whoa, okay. I feel like I got this.
Okay, so Kimmy, let's go. All right, now let's see how it's really done.
Watch, I'm going to miss.
There it is.
Yes.
Log on to KellyandRyan.com for more information on creating your own extreme Labor Day weekend fun. Tom, nice work, brother. Good to see you. Next, we'll talk with Kim about the upcoming season of Keeping Up with the Kardashians and the 10th anniversary special. Be right back.
If you'd like to know more about anything you see on live, log on to our website.
That is the actual, what we call sizzle reel from the sales tape of us pitching Keeping Up with the Kardashians so many years ago. When you look back at that footage, what goes through your mind?
Just how clueless we were and how different we look. And just it's fun to have these memories of just us growing up. I mean, you see my little sisters going through puberty. Like, it's kind of probably embarrassing, but just all your awkward, you know, phases you catch on camera. It's honestly the best home movies.
Because you have all those memories. Have you been back to that house?
That house is actually like a couple streets away from where we live now. And they completely tore it down and rebuilt it. And they built a second story. And it looks really, really nice. But I went to, last week I went to a house, my first house that I ever bought. And that we filmed so much there. Like all of my memories that I was there. And I Snapchatted going through the house. And it was fascinating because the people that bought it from me bought my furniture, my bedding, my everything.
Wow.
Like not.
It's called the Kim Kardashian Museum.
I joked. I was like, oh, I should actually buy it back. It's for sale now. And so like all my memories that I have are in this home, or so many of them with my family, and so many good memories, and it was a trip to go back and see the house.
You guys have been through and lived through so much on camera with the family over the years. Was there ever a point where you thought, okay, this was fun at the beginning, but now I might want to get out, it's too much?
I would say last season was really hard for me, just because I was like, I just thought, you know, I've had it. And I would joke with the producers all the time, and every time something would go wrong, I was like, you know what, this would be a real trip if we were really living in the Truman Show and you guys were setting everything up for us.
It was all conspiracy.
Like, it was all, and I'm not a conspiracy theorist, but I was having like maybe a good month of just being on edge and thinking that everyone was plotting and planning, and that was the only time.
But was that right after the robbery in Paris? Is that the real moment where you thought, this is intense?
I just thought, there's so much going on, and we just never stop. And, you know, I really learned like that. I took a couple months off, and I just wasn't on social media. And honestly, I think it is so beneficial for everyone in life, no matter what you do, who you are, how old you are, you need a digital detox. We have to go on vacation. Even if you stay at home and have your digital detox vacation, it is so important.
Was that, the incident in Paris, was that the most difficult time for you, or was there something else over the years that might have been more trying?
Like, once I realized, okay, I know I'm okay, I'm home, like, it's over, it definitely changed my life and how I move and what security I have around me and my kids and how I travel. And but as far as the most difficult thing that we've ever dealt with or filmed was probably Caitlin's transition. Just because we had no idea if people were going to accept her, and that was the hardest thing, seeing that someone might go through a lot of pain and you can't do anything to protect that person. So that was probably a really hard time, dealing with every family member's emotions, and everyone had different feelings.
And they were all coming to you through all of that.
Yeah.
And everybody was talking to you and coming to you, and you were sort of trying to be the, as I said earlier, the diplomat.
Yeah, I mean, I try to really put myself in other people's shoes, and I feel like I've been through so much, and I've never, you know, obviously appreciated it when people have judged me. So I've tried to be really open-minded and really non-judgmental. So I think I just like offer different advice to different family members and be that peacemaker.
So because that was the most difficult time, how are things with you and Caitlin now?
You know, we don't have much of a relationship, but, you know, we're family, so I do believe that maybe this is just a phase. You know, I feel like there's been so much like hurt and pain with Caitlin and my mom, and at the end of the day, like, I'll always ride for my mom. Like, she's my mom. I love her to death, and like, you know, I respect Kendall and Kylie, and that's their dad, and it's, you know, a crazy dynamic, and but at the end of the day, we're all family, and I'm not going to say, you know, anything. I'm just going to try to be super positive and hope that it all resolves itself.
And so much has come out of this show for everybody. There's been so much opportunity. What about for you? What's next for you?
Well, I am so focused on my makeup line, and I love doing it, and we're launching, we launched a contour kit, and now we're doing powder contours and concealer, and we have so many products that are coming out, and it's just, I love it.
We'll be right back.
Yeah, we're all about a good time. Yeah, we're all about a good life. You won't believe it till you see. This is gonna be a fun ride.
If you think Live with Kelly and Ryan is fun to watch at home, come be part of our studio audience. You can see your favorite stars.
We're back. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
So great to see you. Kim Kardashian West. Keeping Up with the Kardashians 10-year anniversary special airs Sunday, September 24th, 9 p.m. on E! And season 14 premieres Sunday, October 15th at 9 p.m. on E! Tomorrow, Tom Holland, Idris Elba, Karen and Nava. Have a great day.